welcome back to another video. Today I'm explaining Unforgettable. Unforgettable, of course, is a negator ability, and it is currently held by UnForgettable. Anyway, it negates memory loss, as the negator, Nico, has the ability to remember everything. The user can remember and recall everything that they have ever experienced, encountered, or learned since gaining this ability. Sounds more like a curse than an ability. I'm not lying to you. They can be able to instantly recall any information stored with perfect clarity. As their mind has an unlimited storage capacity, they continue to learn for the rest of their lives. Also, the user is also at risk of losing memories they had before the ability transferred to them, just because that was not stored when the negator ability first came into play. Nico is a former member of the number 8 of the Round Table, as he was a negator in the previous loop, and act as Fugo's right hand following the start of the 101st saga, staying a regular human scientist until the language arc. Can't really go into that just because you know, spoilers. The ability also means for him, his mind is consistently being crushed under the memories of all his past experiences. Furthermore, since the negation only protects memories formed after its manifestation, the memories from times prior become increasingly dimmer and more distant, meaning he may not remember his parents. In the 101st loop, however, he has found a way to use his soul to store memories, allowing him to still remember things prior to the manifestation, the negation ability. Wow. Anyway. Fighting style replication. Unforgettable allows Nico to replicate fighting styles based off movements, stances, so even copying someone like Shen, Mui, or even Andy. He even manages to later replicate someone we'll be introduced to in Fang. He has high intelligence, just off the benefactor that he can recall, learn, and teach everything. Kind of like somebody with photographic memory. Soul Wire. In the 101st loop, by learning from Fang control over his soul, Nico can create soul constructs with the appearance of the wires to use to connect with the psychopods. Of course, psychopods are a multifunctional tool of Nico that allow him to perform various attacks, as they are capable of levitation and are powerful enough that Nico can balance himself and move around on a single one. Anyway, the psychopods can fire laser beams as a projectile or form invisible barriers between them or for containment. The psychopods are integral to forming Nico's ultimate weapon, the Astro Dolls, recreating the other Union members and copying their abilities. And with training, most people can control one psychopod, but through Unforgettable, Nico can control 11 at once because he built them. Anyway, that's kind of it. Shout out to Nico. He's actually one of my favorite characters from Undead Unluck. I haven't seen the show in a couple of years, but since season 2 is dropping in a couple of months, I think, I enjoy it. Anyway, like, subscribe. He also has a daughter and a wife, but like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.